Hi, everybody. This is Spirit Medium Laura, and I am doing what I call Monday Messages with Medium Laura. And I am an accredited evidential research medium, and I provide this service, which I don't want to say it's free because it is free, but it also does have a donation aspect to it if the queue is very filled. And all that can be found at spiritmediumtv.com. And if you do the 8 no wait, you get to jump to the top of the queue. In a couple of minutes, I'm sure some people will be joining us. I started a minute or two early. So basically, if you want to get in the queue to be read, you simply email me, psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. And in the subject line, put your phone number. And that will be, hi there, whoever's looking. I just want to say it again. If you do want to get a reading, email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. And in the subject line, put your phone number. And I'll say this a few more times during our time together. I do have people who have already emailed me with requests. However, I only have one that is never, I don't recall reading for her before. So I'm trying to give this to new people, okay? New people, not people that are always showing up every week. And that will be something I'll be reminding everybody of. So again, if you do want to get a reading, I do mediumship. I do other side connections, as well as I do readings about your own life. And usually they're spiritual in nature. They're not so much like, ooh, will this happen to me? Because one of my pet peeves is that we are creating our own lives. Actually creating our own lives based on the premise of authenticity. So what does that mean, authenticity? Well, right now, in this time of social distancing and social isolation because of the coronavirus, a lot of people are getting time to be alone. It's a great time. I don't know if you've noticed this or not. It's a great time for looking at your life. Hi, Mandy. I got your request, darling. Thank you so much. I'm talking about authenticity. And that now is a great time for us to take inventory of our life and like think about what we're doing beforehand. Think about whether or not that fit us. Who are we? Maybe you have more time to journal and ask yourselves those questions. Because dang it, we got a lot of time on our hands these days, don't we? Or at least we have more quiet time, right? Another person was telling me that she was so busy, she hardly even had time to do any contemplation. But nevertheless, when we do contemplate, when we do have time to be still, if you will, maybe journal or what have you, we have time then to look inside, look at who we are, and take inventory. Is our life fitting us? Is what we're doing fitting us? Our activities, our actions, our efforts, where we're putting our effort. And if we can do this successfully, if we can take the time to reacquaint ourselves with our own soul, I'm starting to cough now. Reacquaint ourselves with our own soul, we're actually opening up magnificent possibilities of being and expressing ourselves. There is an article, a channel article on my website called Authenticity, the Power of Authenticity. And the channel work says that our deepest power is being who we are, and that our ultimate power is love. So when we love ourselves, by learning who we are, by expressing and nurturing that, we're opening up this magnificent store of power. It's not just like punch in your face power. It's magnifying your success power. It's actualizing your dreams power. And that's what I do. Okay, as a medium, I'm always being told by spirit or directed by spirit to look at you, your soul, a little bit deeper. And so I tend to do readings that are going to go a little bit more into who you are at a deep level, and hopefully a causal level to help you move away from reactive mode, like, will this happen? Will that happen? Will this happen? Will that happen? To proactive mode, meaning I know who I am. I'm being who I am. I'm being supportive of me. And the more I do that, the more my dreams come true. Ooh, goody. I like that idea. So I'm going to take a moment to say hello to Jerica. Hey, Jerica. Hi, sweetie. And Mandy. As I mentioned, I'll be emphasizing doing readings for people who I don't often read for. There are some people who tend to want every week a reading, or just very regularly, maybe every month. And that is not really what Spirit's supposed to do. Spirit's supposed to help you become very self-sufficient. So we don't want to addict you to readings. And we also want to give new people a chance. So to get a reading again, email psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. And in the subject line, if you would please put your phone number, I'll be able to contact you. And I think I may end a little bit. Oh, here we go, Jerica. Thank you, Jerica. And we have Rachel also. Hey, Rachel, I didn't know you were watching. Hi there. So let me just write this down so I don't forget it. Again, the people that have asked, but they're always asking, they're going, I'm going to try to give priority to those that I'm not asking as much. And that would be Rachel and Jericho. And I also have one other person here, Rachel. Hold on, guys, while I act like a person who's taking notes, which I am. Sorry for the boredom. And Rachel. I hope everybody's okay in this time of social distancing and isolation. If not, we could talk a little bit about that. And there was one other thing that I wanted to say to everybody. Oh, I'm not recalling that. Okay, so I'm going to say one more time before we go into the phone lines. One more time, I'm going to say it. One more time. Oh, that's what I wanted to talk about. Thank you. Thank you for letting me stall. Besides the fact that if you want a reading, just email me at psychicmediumlaura@gmail.com. In the subject line, put your phone number and I will get to you. I have 3 new people. I have a lot of other people. Actually, 4. I have 4 new people. I have a lot of other people. I just quick thing before I get in there. And that is, oh, it looks like we have other people showing up. Let's see who else we have. Oh, Missy. Hi, sweetie. This is and Mandy. Hi. Oh, Mandy was saying hello to somebody else, not me. Well, she said hello to me earlier. I do count. Missy and anybody else who's sort of a developing medium or psychic or light worker even. I've been toying, wanted to feedback, toying with the idea of creating an online development circle, which would be an hour before this. It would start at 6 p.m. Eastern time. And go for an hour. I would use the existing courseware I've written for a 16-week program for certification. I would use that as an inspiration. This would be more, though, for practice. Practice readings, also bringing things up to a medium of maybe, things you want to talk about, that kind of a thing. Maybe you have issues, in terms of developing, or maybe you're a highly sensitive person, you don't understand those things. So it's a sort of like a support group / development circle, also a certification program, because within this development circle, you'll get a chance to work, and I can as well see how you work and offer you an accreditation of some sort, a certification, a testing certification. Right now, I have an educational certification, taking 16 weeks of training, but this would be a testing one where you'd actually get a chance to work with people and show me. So some people come to me and say, well, I already have the training. I know how to do it. Do you test people? So that's a way to get testing as well. It would be a small, modest fee for this. Okay? And then you would be invited to come into this thing. This is the free reading thing, and work with people, actually do readings for them. Because one of the most important things a developing medium needs, or developing psychic, or even a developing healer, light worker, coach needs, is they need a chance to work. So this would be where you work. And it would be a very small fee. There would be no requirement that you could buy a stack of sessions, or you could just do a one-off. And I would be doing that. Oh, on Zoom. Thank you for the little flower of little heart and the thumbs up. So I'm going to be getting Zoom then to go with that. And I would use this this particular thing we would do on Zoom as well. This Monday messages with Medium Laura, we would do it on Zoom as well. Zoom has this really nice facility. There's somebody wants a reading, they just click on a link that I'd have in the comments, and they enter the reading space, and then we could work with you more directly. Right now I'm working without that, and that's why I'm asking you to email me your phone number so I can get to you today. So Missy, or anybody, any comments? I'm going to go down here and see. Hi, Felicia. Hi, Coley. First time here. Welcome, Coley. So happy to have you here. Thank you for that. And Jarek, of course, and Missy. Missy's giving kisses to somebody. You like the idea, Missy? Okay, because I know that you would probably be interested. You'll know. I'll be sending it out on email, and I'll be mentioning here. Hi, Chrissy Marie. Hi. So everybody, I love you all so much. Thank you so much for attending. Okay, so Monday's going to get a little bit more serious. We're going to have like a light worker support group / medium certification / development circle. I'm going to call it just a development circle because it's really a human development circle. It's not just the psychic work, but to be a psychic, you have to do some clearing work. So that's in there. You have to do some personal development, spiritual development, and you can use your psychic muscles. Just as an aside, then I'll get to the phone lines. I had once taken a class in mediumship development from somebody who had studied at Delphi Institute. I think they're in Georgia. And they seem to be a really great, well-known organization, Delphi. So I thought I would pay this young woman the $100 a day for each day that she would work with me and one other student. Now, I know her bills were coming in. She's very poor. But anyway, I went along with it because I really wanted to get the training. So all she did was teach us a meditation. Each time we went in, we were given another aspect of the meditation. We were told that we had to do that meditation like, I don't know, 100 times before we went back to the next class. But it was a visualization exercise. And I never quite understood. I went along with it, but now I understand why. It was taken from courseware at Delphi University, Delphi Institute in Georgia. The reason why is because you literally are developing a part of your brain that would be holding things that, that are conceptual, like imaginative things. Spirit uses your imagination. So then the next thing you have to learn is, did Spirit send me this? Or did I make it up? But that's for another day. We'll talk about that another day. Okay, so let's get ready for the phone lines. We'll be starting with, I'm going to start with Mandy. If people don't email me, there's a person, Mia Didio, who simply replied to something I put down. I'm not going to be calling that person because to me, she's not serious about this. To be serious, I know that you've emailed me. If you just put a comment in where I put a post somewhere, that's not what I'm asking you to do. So I would assume she's probably not even going to be here. Okay, so everybody please just sit back. Start to breathe from your abdomen, asking for Spirit to come in, breathing in deeply in an open body position, meaning your arms and your legs are not crossed, they're open. Breathing in deeply. And on the exhale, letting go of any and all tension. If you're wanting an other side connection, please call in your loved ones now. If you're wanting a life reading, please focus on the issues you're looking for guidance on now. While you do that, I will go off and invoke the Master Prayer. I'll be back in a second. And now on your next exhale of breath, please release into your space your energy, and I will connect this. One moment, please. Don't know why Missy's name is in my head right now. She must be sending me a thought. Missy. Hey, Deborah. Hi. Rachel, hi. Oh, Rachel Rose. I hope you're the Rachel Rose. I think you are. Yeah, there you are with your hat on and your dog. I remember that beautiful dog. Okay, so the first person I'm going to be calling is Mandy, and I won't, of course, say her last name. Hopefully, I'll remember not to do that. If I do, please forgive me. Oh, actually, your whole name is on here. So let me go to my phone. Just happened to have to charge it because I noticed it was so low. Great. Miracle of modern technology. Everything's so fast these days, so convenient. Okay, so I'm going to Mandy.
Hello.
Hi, Mandy. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good, sweetheart. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing pretty good. Glad that I was able to get you
Oh,
tonight.
and I'm delighted that you did. Nice to have some fresh blood here because I don't think I've worked with you much, if at all. Have I ever worked with you before?
You have, yes.
Okay, well, I don't hear from you that often. So big hug, big kiss, only virtual, of course, because that's all we can do these days.
Yes.
So you're wanting an other side connection, correct, love?
Yes, that's correct.
I do feel very strongly a female here for you that feels like a mother or a mother figure. Are you wanting that type of a connection this evening, please?
Not tonight.
Okay, well, this woman does want to speak up. So I'm going to look around you and see if I can quiet her down a little bit. Otherwise, we'll go to her and see who she wants to bring in. Maybe she's opening the channel for you. Okay? Sometimes the people who are there longer in spirit. Oh, I guess you're saying I brought in that soul before. That's probably why we have an affinity for each other. So let me just see if there's anybody else around for you, Mandy. No, I don't feel anybody else at the moment. So what I'm going to do is go to her and see if she can pull in someone else for us. Maybe she's opening the portal. Okay, she's opening the door.
Okay.
Okay. What I do get a sense of is this female here would have had excess weight on her figure. And I'm going to give you about 1 or 2 or 3 more things, and then we'll come and see if you understand who she is at all.
Okay.
She's very light in coloring, skin coloring, she says. Strong resemblance to you. For some reason or other, she chooses, this is very strange. Okay? She might be a very old antecedent in the family, or I just want you to know, she's showing me a picture of a woman from the 1890s to like 1910. Kind of women that wore their hair on those little buns on the top, and it was all soft and everything. An old-fashioned garb, old-fashioned wear. I don't know why she's doing this. I'm going to let it flow, all right? I'm going to let it flow.
Okay.
We'll see where it goes. Flow, let it flow, let it go, let it flow. Okay, so who are you and why are you standing here in front of me? Very full-figured. Okay. Do you have a pet in spirit, honey? Like a cat?
Yes.
Okay, well, for some reason, this cat is traipsing around this older woman. Again, not meaningful yet. I don't know why we're seeing all this, but I do get a feeling that this older woman is taking care of a cat for you in the spirit realm. And so she's telling me that she's a grandma or granny type. And even though she was giving me really old-fashioned clothing, she's tightening it up a little bit. So would you have either grandmother had worn their hair in a bun on the top of their hair, please? Either of them, please.
Yes.
Okay. And there's a few little tendrils towards the face. I can see her extremely clearly. She's got high cheekbones, roundish square face, nice nose, not too big, not too small for her face. It doesn't hang forward like a banana nose. It's nice and straight. She's got eyes when she smiles. They crinkle at the sides a little bit. Very friendly, sweet eyes, and eyebrows that are sort of like half moons over her eyes. And she has like she says, well, I know your last name, which I won't say, but I also hear the word Dutch. So you might have some Dutch blood in your line, which is like German or something like that. So there's Irish, she says, and Dutch. Would that make any sense to you, please?
Yes, it does.
Okay. She's a very spiritual person, very much like you. She likes to wear a few things. There's a few pieces of jewelry associated with her. One of them is a cross. So that would have meant that she was of Christian background, which probably is so, I would think, correct? You're of Christian background?
Yes.
Okay. And there's also some kind of a, how do I say this? What do you call that thing? A little locket. She has a locket, a locket. Now, do you have any lockets of your, like that were handed down to you? Any kind of jewelry like that? Locket or crucifix, something from grandma? You have anything like that? Can't remember right now?
Not that I can think of it right now.
All right, that's fine. She shows me a locket around her neck, and she's wearing a picture of somebody very beloved to her. She says, oh, this is a way of her bringing in the next soul. Kind of interesting. She's showing me a picture of a man, okay? And that this man is very dear to her, and she makes a relationship to you with this man. Okay? So even though you may not literally have a locket of hers on earth, she's using this as a way for me to move forward in the discernment process. And so she's saying that this is her son. Now, the grandma you're thinking of, would that be your paternal grandma, please?
Oh, I just got goosebumps. No, that's right. Her son. So my great grandmother.
Oh, so it would be your grandfather then that we're talking about?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I just got goosebumps.
Isn't that cool the way they brought him in? Or they brought him in, because that's who you want to speak with, is your grandpa, and this is his mother, and that's why she was dressed in such old-fashioned garb. Oh,
yeah.
I get it. Okay. See, they know what they're doing. We may not know what they're doing, but they know what they're doing. All right, so let's go to Grandpa. Okay, now the first thing I'm getting is a sense of him being a smoker when he was alive. Would you understand that, please, for Grandpa?
Yes.
Okay. He likes people. He's very gregarious, and there's a little chuckle coming from him. I don't see him yet, but he's chuckling a little bit. Would you understand he's gregarious, please?
Yes.
Okay, he's very calm personality, a lot like you, but very open and very open-minded about things, about life, about people, the way people live their lives. He loves people that are open-minded, and he's an easygoing thing. I don't know why he's saying this open-minded. It's a fairly general thing to say, but would you understand open-minded for Grandpa, please?
Yes.
All right. There's a reason for him saying it. Grandpa, very nice. The locket around your neck is mine. All right, we already heard what the locket is. You may find that you have a picture of Grandpa in some kind of a frame or a locket. Okay, so I want to remind you of that. You can look for it later. Okay, look for it later, because he's saying there's a locket that you have that's his, or of him, of the family. All right, Grandpa, I want you to tell me a few more things so that Mandy can get a little bit of validation, and then we'll go to personal message. So let me just get one or two more things. He says something about your mother is here with him also. Would you understand that, please, Mandy? That your mother is with him.
Not in the spiritual world, like she hasn't passed now.
Okay.
But she's been asking a lot about him here in the physical world.
Okay, that's fine. I just literally hear him say, your mother is with me too. Sometimes they drop off grandma, so we could say grandma also. I don't know yet. Let's let him talk a little bit. I love you very much, a very kind person. To let that animal go as you did. There was a release of an animal soul recently on Earth, that you allowed an animal to transition, or you did something with an animal. Would you know that, please, Mandy?
Well, it's kind of, we've been missing a cat for, 4 months now, and we don't really know what happened to him. And just the other week, we thought we found him, but we didn't. And I kind of just said, well, maybe it was his time. So I don't know.
I would agree that they're saying he's in spirit. That's what they're saying.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's up there with them. That's the cat I saw earlier, to let you know, give you that conclusion, that closure on that. And he's saying, thanking you for that, but it's just a way of him saying the cat is with them. Okay. You showed me something earlier, Grandpa, that you smoked. Did you want to say anything about your passing, how you physically transitioned, so we have a little more evidence about you? He transitioned slowly over time. It was not an easy transition for him this go around. He means compared to other lifetimes. Okay, would you want to tell us what this is? However, at the end, I let go of Earth suddenly. It was sort of like, he was gone. All right, but what did you pass from, please? Well, he did have some lung issues, but he's not saying that that was the cause of transition yet. My breathing and all that was a little difficult for him. He had a problem with his breathing. Would you know that, please, Mandy?
Yes.
Okay, but it wasn't the reason for the transition is what he's saying. Let me just see if I can get what it is he wants to tell me. A lot of toxicity in his system. He was coughing up blood. There were other things wrong with his health. It wasn't just one thing. Suddenly he just transitioned. He says at night when he's alone. Do you know that, please?
Mm-hmm.
You do know. Okay. You crying, honey?
No, you're just, I mean, everything, you're nailing it. I mean, it's everything, coughing up blood, all that. Yeah. Lung issues.
Yeah. So the end though is just suddenly he's at home alone at night, and then he leaves suddenly. I believe that it might have been the heart just gave out at the end, but he's not showing me. But you do know about the suddenness of it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
yes, I'm pretty sure he passed away in his sleep, from what I remember.
Yes. Okay. So now I feel we've got a nice tight connection. Let's see what personal message he has for you, Mandy. They keep saying both great grandma and grandpa. You're a very spiritual person like the both of them. You believe in life after death. You believe in conclusion of life, meaning that there is an afterlife. That's what he means by that. There is an afterlife. You're taking care of your health now. We're very glad to hear that. This is the second message today from the other side that I've given that came through me about taking care of health. I guess that's because of the coronavirus, but let me see if there's anything more that he wants to add in that. You're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your family, everybody's very good, everybody gets along well together. You're not alone anymore. I'm glad that you made up with someone to continue your life together. So that what he just said is that somehow or other you're with someone now, like a partner, but there was a rift and then a reconnection. Would you understand?
Kind of.
All right. Well, I'll leave that with you. He's very happy that you're not alone. You're not alone, correct?
No.
Okay. And you have children too, right? Sounds like he's saying.
I do.
Okay, several or more than one. He says you love your family so much. He says we gave that to you, meaning love of family and family values. Please take care of yourself. Please take care of your health. Please take care of everyone for us. We love you dearly. Thanks for asking us to come in. And they're giving you a big virtual hug, big virtual kiss. And we're going to conclude now. Is that okay?
Yes, thank you so much.
Thank you, Randy. Take care, honey. Thank you, Mandy. Thank you so much, honey. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, thank you all for listening. We're going to do another person now. That'd be Rachel. And then we're going to get to Jerica. I wonder if I can get in at least these two. So let's go to Rachel. Can't wait to talk to you, Rachel.
The number you have dialed is not in service.
Maybe I got it wrong. Let me go back over here, see what I get. Must have read it wrong. Oh, yeah, I know what I did. Sorry, guys. Thanks for waiting. Hey, Janice. Janice Sass mentioned me to come.
Yeah.
Rachel.
Hi.
Hi, sweetie. How you doing?
Long time no talk.
I know, I know.
I think I better go to the other room because I know you don't want to hear me on the radio, on the internet.
Definitely don't want the feedback. And then you can always come back to look at this later.
Right.
Okay, what are we doing tonight, darling?
Whatever spirit wants to tell me.
All right, well, I first want to say to everybody, Rachel is a very dear friend of mine, and she allowed me to do workshops in her home a long time ago. We were doing some really cool workshops. And
You're going to
she's
start doing it again.
maybe we could do that. Yeah, okay, so as soon as all this isolation ends, this, social distancing. Okay, so let's see who. First, I want to say is there is a female for you in spirit that's a mother or mother figure that loves you very much. I don't know if she wants to develop or not. I just want you to know I get that. Let's see. And a father. So you have your parental souls there looking at you and loving you very much.
Thanks.
Okay, let's see if there's anything anybody wants to do here. Do you want to develop something for her? I'm not asking spirit right now. Or do we have a personal message for Rachel, please? Hold on, honey. We all love you very much. Please take care of yourself. You're trying to get going right now in a new enterprise. It feels like it's something in the home that you will be doing. I also see food in a kitchen. Not that you're in your kitchen, but something to do with food and serving food. Are you doing something related to food right now, please? Rachel?
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
Is this in general or for a business? It looks like a business.
No. Well, I think for my groups, the temple and the heart space. I happen to be making some cranberry sauce for Wednesday night right now.
Okay, I see that. Okay, that's very good for you when you do that kind of thing. The food thing is very good for you because it makes you feel like you're part of something. You're integral part of something. It's like putting your heart into something. That's basically the only thing that they're trying to tell you is keep moving in the directions that you have been going in. Everything is going to work out to your highest good and satisfaction. They keep saying something about a new enterprise or new endeavor that you're trying to get started on right now that will work out very well for you. I don't know what.
I don't really know what's happening. I have to think about that one.
Yeah, let me just see. And are you moving around? Because I want you to be still for this, if you don't mind, because I need your focus.
I'm actually sitting on my bed next to my kitty cat.
Oh, wonderful. Okay, just bear with me then. Oh my God, a cat meow. I love it.
My talker.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Well, you know what? I'm getting a very good because I saw the cat, I saw eyes, I saw the food. It's funny. I'm getting a telepathic connection with you versus a reading for you. So what I need you to do is I need you to, because I don't think you really need any kind of, your health is good, your lungs are clear, you've been doing all kinds of holistic work with yourself lately, everything is good. I don't see anything really bad in your life at the moment. Is there a particular thing you're concerned about?
Well, business.
Well, that's always been an issue, right? So
yes, especially now because being that I can't work.
Yeah, she's a massage therapist, everybody. So that's definitely difficult. But that's something about the new enterprise, and you must be thinking of what to do. So let's look at that. That's what they meant by
yeah, I'm always wondering. I know I need to do something else and I can never figure it out. So if they have any ideas, I would love to hear that.
Let me just see something. Well, I know that you love to do healing work, but you also can do healing work at a different level, like a more intellectual level. Do you have any skill in There's something called the Enneagram, which is like a way of reading the soul. Have you ever heard of that, Rachel?
Yes, yes.
I think that's something very suited for you, or something like that, which would be doing it as a service for others and charging money for it. That and or Kabbalah and or metaphysical ways of x-raying people and helping them, because you're very good at that.
Yeah.
I know it takes marketing, takes a lot of things, but that's an idea that comes into mind for you. You're really very good at reading people, knowing people, feeling people, helping people. And that's something that you like very much. And so what you really would need to do is get a skill level in something you're interested in and that people you know are interested in, and start offering it as a service side by side with what you're already doing. You don't have to stick only with physical work. You can translate that and transfer it laterally to something that you enjoy more. And they give me the Enneagram as literal, something to look at, and also just as a symbol of a way of understanding people's souls and helping them understand themselves better. Okay, my dear?
Yes.
All right, Rachel, thank you so much, honey. Oh, by the way, I have a friend who works at, you work there, you volunteer at, what's it called, the Arts Garage.
Arts Garage, yes.
Yeah, my friend is, I'll just say her first name for security reasons, Linda.
Yeah.
You know Linda?
Cool.
You know Linda?
I think so.
All right.
People who work there. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetie. All right, honey, I'm going to let you go.
Okay, thanks so much.
Thank you, love.
Appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, now I'm going to go to Jerica. I know Jerica for a long time. See if I can get this correctly this time. See if I can do it correctly.
Hello.
Hi, Jerica. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing great, Laura. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How come you have a phone number that has 00 at the end? It's like a work number or something. Or are you?
I'm not sure. I've had it for quite some time.
Oh, wonderful. All right. Well, you usually want mediumship. Is that what you're calling for tonight?
Actually, I was going to change it a bit and do maybe a life reading, specifically love.
Sure.
If that's something you feel energy towards.
Of course. Anything that you want is what we're going to do. You know, it's up to you,
Great.
really. If you have a question, then the energy goes there anyway. Okay, so let me just. Everybody listening, by the way, she's a twin. She has this twin sister, identical twin, and so to me, you're all one person because I can't keep it all track. You do have one thing in common, and that's your loved one in spirit, your mother.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, let me just see if I can get the vibration of you. Oh, good. Okay, something is going to come to you that you've been wanting for a long, long time, like a golden chalice or a gift to you. It is a heart-centered offering for you. You will love it very, very much. It will be a new beginning for you in love. Everything that you've been wanting, everything that you've been asking for is about to begin and well, they also say resume, for there was a period of time where things were not that good, and now they're going to get good again. So everything you're wanting is going to be coming to you. I hope that makes sense to you.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And I hear a new beginning, but an old connection. You understand?
That's so funny. I absolutely do. Okay.
And you're going to love the new connection very much because whatever was a problem in the past has been eradicated by somebody in the relationship like you. Let me just see what they mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
Like you. In other words, this person is very much like you. Both of you see eye to eye on many things. The difference had to do with money issues for one of you. However, that has been cleared up. So whatever the reason was has been eradicated. The reason for the breakup has been resolved and eradicated, and therefore this other person is very much like you. You both have a heart-centered connection. Not to worry, everything will be working out fine for the future. And then you will get, I don't know why they say ring, but they say you will get that ring that you're wanting. A ring is always a symbol of commitment. So if you already have a ring, maybe it just means commitment, but does that have significance as they say that?
It does, Laura. It really does.
Well, you're going to get that ring as you're hoping. Not to worry, not to worry about the past. It will not be repeated. There's a fine, beautiful new connection that resides between the two of you about to begin. Love every moment of it. Okay?
Oh, thank you so much. I love it.
Love you too, honey. Love you. Love you.
Thanks. Bye, Laura.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. That was beautiful. So I'm going to take one more because I have to go and do some, I'm doing an assessment with somebody in Canada who's taken my training. Isn't that cool? On Skype. It's going to be fun. But I have a student that I'll be going to in a moment. So there is somebody else who did write. As I mentioned to other people, if I've done a lot of readings for you here, I'm going to not do that tonight if I have some people waiting, and there is somebody here, and that is Kelly. All right, so Kelly. Cool. I hope Kelly's still there. Let me just say hello to people waiting in the queue. Miss Rachel. There's Kelly. I hope you're there, honey, when I call you. And then we will be Nathan. Hi, Nathan. Nathaniel. Well, great to see you, honey. Okay, so let me go to Kelly. And as I mentioned, I cannot I'm not going to do readings of, oh, goodness gracious. Hold on. I'm a little bit discombobulated. Having trouble walking, chewing gum at the same time. Actually, I'm trying to do 3 things at the same time. 1, keep my head in spirit. 2, do something functional. 3, talk to you guys. Okay.
Hello.
Kelly?
Yes.
Hi, honey. How are you? This is Laura, Spirit Medium Laura.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, sweet to meet you as well, honey. And thank you so much for, I don't know how you figured out how to get to me, because some people can't for some reason. I put it there. I put the instructions, but some people don't read them, but you did a really great job of that. So thank you so much. And so there is a mother figure for you in spirit. It could mean you need nurturing in your life right now, or it could be just that we were supposed to do that. But what are you calling for this evening, love?
Where am I calling from?
No, what are you calling for this? What do you
yes,
need
I
this
was
evening?
calling to see if anybody was coming for me.
Okay, from the other side? All right, Kelly, let's see. Okay, this is what I want you to do. I want you to sit back, uncross your arms and legs, Kelly. I want you to breathe from your abdomen a little bit. Focus in on the other side, calling in loved ones. This way we have a connection together, because you were not here at the beginning. Just uncross arms and legs. Start to breathe from abdomen, calling in your loved ones. So there is a person here in the spirit realm. It looks like a younger male to you. Would you have a younger male in spirit, please? He's a boy, young boy, as he presents right now. He's actually wearing his pajamas, and he has dark, well, he has brown hair, not that dark, actually. It's kind of wavy, and it's kind of short, but not real short, if you will. Good looking young boy. He's got a little stuffed animal. He's looking around the corner, around the bend at me right now, saying hello. And he also says, hello, mommy. Would you understand mommy, please?
No,
But you do understand a young boy, please.
not young boy, no.
Okay, but you do understand a younger male to you in spirit? I thought that you agreed to that before. That's why I'm a little confused, love.
When you said a younger male, that's what
Okay,
I thought
that's
was
fine. All right.
going.
Well, so then let the record strike. I do see a young boy in pajamas that is saying hello. Okay, it may not be your son, but I do see somebody there like that. So if you don't know anyone like that, we'll just ask him to step aside. It could be somebody in the family, it could be a friend, it could be somebody else's child who wanted to preempt or come in. But we'll just try to pull in who you're looking for. We'll look around you energetically and see if there's anybody else there, okay? All right, sweetie. And at times we don't get exactly who we want right away. We might get another soul who's opening up the portal. That's what happens sometimes. So that's why we try to be very open, very flexible. In the beginning, at least, it's that way. And name, I can't. Hold on for a second. I need to get your name again, Kelly. So the first thing I want to say is I keep hearing over and over again, you're a very spiritual person like me. So would you agree you're a spiritual person, please? All right, you're very, so the way this is coming in now, we'll just follow it. It's a thread. Is that you're a very spiritual person, but there's a lot of erratic things going on in your life right now, and you really don't know what to make of it. The word is erratic, a lot of erratic energy around you, and that you're being led in many different directions, and you feel confused a lot of the time. I'm not sure where this is going, but let's follow it through, okay? Something you left behind on the other side. Okay, so what we have right now, I believe, is a soul playing a little game with us, which usually is not a good thing. So I'm going to try to clear it because it could be a soul that is a little troubled. You see what I mean by that? You understand what I'm saying here? A little troubled, okay? He's a little troubled. And I think it's the person you're trying to connect with, but he's giving us, playing a little game right now. And please try to be, okay, I'm going to ask for a guide to come in, hold his hand, and I'll be the intermediary, at least in the beginning. A lot of erratic behavior around the house right now. Would you understand that the person you're thinking of would have had brown hair, a little longer, and it would have had a wave to it, please? And it reminds me of the little boy I saw a little while ago. So he's playing games. This soul is playing games with us right now. Okay?
Wow.
And you might find that you're having disturbances in your home. Like as if you have somebody coming in from the other side doing things. Would you feel that way, please?
I'm not sure, but I was told I have a friend that plays games with numbers with me like that. So.
Okay, is it the friend that we're trying to pull in? Is that the friend? Because I have this male here.
I feel like I have three people in my mind and I can't get them out.
From the other side, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, well, oh boy. Well, this one here is playing some games with us, okay? And he's dressed very casually right now. His hair's wavy. He's good looking, slender build. He's not old. He's like he could be in his 20s, something like that, 24, something like that. He's really not old. Let me see if I could get more from him. If he doesn't want to stop playing the games, I won't be able to make this happen, all right? Because he may not be settled in up there. He says his breathing is all right now for the most part. And so he's suggesting that he would have asphyxiated or choked on something. Do you know anything about how he transitioned? Just that, yes, no, maybe, please, Kelly. You know how he transitioned, please? Yes, no, maybe. I'm asking you only that. You do know. Would you understand that there would have been an absence of breath or choking surrounding his transition? Yes, no, maybe.
Possibly, yes.
Possibly, yes. All right. You'll give me a little bit more. Hold on, honey. This is not easy for you, I know. Certainly not easy for me, this one. Ay. Come on, speak to us. First of all, he wants you to know he's okay. He says he's giving you a hard time right now. He says, but that's okay. Oh, really? Is it okay? We don't think it's okay. I'm talking, right? I'm talking to him right now. He said, but it's okay if I give you a hard time. No, it's not okay. Either come in and speak to us, otherwise we'll allow you to go back to where you are right now. Hold on. I gave you something before I transition. You keep it near the bed or under the bed. You have something of his or something he gave you that you keep close to you is what he's saying. Would you know that, please? Kelly, yes, no, maybe.
No.
You don't know that?
No.
All right, that's fine, honey. No is just fine because that means I go back and try to get clarification. And I can only do this for about for a couple more minutes and then I have to run. Let me just see if we can continue.
Okay.
Would you understand that he's very youthful looking, looks like a young man? Would you understand that for this person you're thinking of? Yes, no, maybe? I'm asking you. Yes, okay, good. Would you understand that when he was on Earth, he was sort of difficult, like not so direct with his language, and maybe beat around the bush a bit? Would you understand that, please, for him? Yes, as far as personality goes. Yes, no, maybe?
No.
So he was direct to you on Earth.
No, Jeff.
Okay, so let's see if we can continue this. Let me just be silent for a moment. I'm going to have a silent conversation with him. There's a lot of anger in this person towards you. Would you understand that, please, Kelly?
Yeah, he might have been mad at me.
He's angry. All right, let me see if I could get anything else out of him. He doesn't really want to tell you where he is right now or where he's at, as he puts it. That's his language. I don't really want to speak about my position right now in the spirit realm. He says, I forgive you for all that you did to me, but you have to forgive me for all I did to you. He says, we were a very good-looking couple. In other words, attractive, but we didn't get along that well. He says, I do love you, but I don't know what to do with myself now. I really haven't gotten over the transition yet. He also now shows me a different picture of him. Very attractive young man. He's wearing a baseball hat in this one. It's like a dark, like black with some white in the front part of it, the brim in the front. And his hair's a little longer in this particular picture. He's got like an olive skin, but he also has like a bit of color in his cheeks and all slender bridge on his nose. Would this all fit for what you know, honey, of him?
Yeah.
There's a forgiveness needed. Okay, so there's a forgiveness needed between the two of you before this can continue. He says, I want to forgive you, but you have to, okay, but you have to forgive me first for the way I left you. I left you like suddenly, and I left you in the lurch. I didn't tell you, I didn't explain. Please, if you could forgive me for that, I could make a better connection with you. So what he's saying here is unfinished business between the two of you, and that he feels that you have not quite forgiven him for that, or at least he needs it right now. Would that make sense to you, honey?
Yeah.
All right, so let's try to do that right now, and then we'll see if we can do a little bit more before I go, and then we can try another time, or you can get a private session with me. Let's see. Okay, Kelly, hold on. Okay, so send him a little forgiveness or a lot of forgiveness. Okay, he's looking a little bit better. Okay, so now he shows me that he's in a Christ-like place. So there's the light of Christ on him. To show that the light of your love is affecting him. I know this sounds odd, but that's what I'm getting, so I have to tell you what I'm seeing. There's a little bit of more humbleness to him, a little bit less trepidation, a little bit less hesitation. He's more calm. He's a little bit calmed down. Usually they would say something to me that would give me indication of transition or how he transitioned or what was done. Do you want to say anything, please, sir? I'm going to be silent for a moment, Kelly. But he's closed on the area of transition right now. He does not want to speak about it right now. So I would suggest maybe you might want to get a private session with me or try this radio thing again, whatever this is, this Facebook Live again. Or I also do something called the Psychic Sampler. It's all on my website, spiritmediumlaura.com, honey. And I'm so sorry for your loss. It sounds like there's a lot of peace needed here, a lot of healing needed here. But he looks okay. I don't want you to worry about him. He looks okay.
Okay.
All right. All right, my sweet. Have a beautiful evening, love.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, so I'm going to be saying goodnight now, and I look forward to working with you all again next week. If you want a private session, go to spiritmediumlaura.com, and we can accommodate you. Again, I'm looking forward to doing a development circle before this on Mondays at 6 p.m. online. Let me see, Mandy says something spot on with everything. Oh, thank you, honey. Appreciate that. Thank you, sweetie Mandy. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Looking forward again to next week.